Centre advises state and union territories to register additional private COVID vaccination centres and mission mode for the third phase of vaccination. And India reports about 3,49,000 new COVID-19 cases and 2,767 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate drops to 83.05%. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Sunday Afternoon Bulletin and I'm Kanel Shambanduram with you. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your masks properly and maintain a safe distance from one another. Now the news in details. Centre has advised state and union territories to register additional private COVID vaccination centre and mission mode for the third phase of vaccination, which will commence from the 1st of May. It has also asked them to engage with the private hospitals of industrial establishment and industry associations. Health Secretary Raj Bhushan and Dr. R.H. Sharma, Chairman, Empowered Group of Technology and Data Management to Combat COVID-19, they chaired a high-level meeting yesterday to guide the state and union territories on effective implementations of the third phase of vaccination. The state has been asked to monitor numbers of hospitals that have procured vaccines and have declared stocked and prices on the co-wind. They have been asked to publicize about the facility of only online registration for each group of 18 to 45 years. Dr. Sharma noted that the co-wind platform has now stabilized and is working at scale flawlessly. The state were also advised expand designated COVID-19 care facilities for isolation of asymptomatic and mild symptomatic patients. They have also been asked to provide telemedicine facilities for patients who are isolated at home. The state and union territories have been advised to ensure adequate availabilities of oxygen, ventilators and intensive care unit trained doctor. Night curfew is being imposed strictly in the Imphal city. Police has detained and slapped fines upon night curfew violators. Police arrested those curfew violators who could not pay fines. It may be mentioned that night curfew was imposed across Manipur in view of the rising active cases of COVID-19 in the state to prevent the second wave of COVID-19. Police detained night curfew violators and slapped fines at various places of Imphal city last night at the Uripok Canteen Crossing, Samumakong, Kaisampat Junction, Chingamakong, Konung Mamang, Bisumd, Kurai, Lamlong, Hata, Thangmaiband and Moirangkom. A team including Imphal West District Commander OCP Choba and city police personnel stationed in front of the M sector also detained curfew violators. Speaking to media, Manipur police personnel, the strict actions will be taken against curfew violators. He warned the public not to roam around unnecessarily at night using the challan issued by police as a curfew pass. He appealed to everyone to stay indoor and to come out of homes only when it is absolutely necessary and on emergency situations. As a part of preventive measures against a surging second wave of COVID-19, Youth Development Center clubbed YDCC Kairao Bitra under the aegis of Directorate of Health Services organized a poster competition at the Kairao Bitra in Imphal East today. COVID-19 awareness posters were posted in every nook and corner of the area. Club members used loudspeaker to spread awareness of COVID-19 as well as to get vaccinated. Speaking to media, YDC Club President Puthemd Ibocha said that the initiative was taken up as a part of government's effort to ward off the coronavirus. He also appealed to public for cooperation towards the attempt by strictly adhering to COVID guidelines issued by the government.
poster campaign ase hodok chebagi mapung oibadi hogi ekoi isa kapten nataba kari kai pi bangang bising kuding maksing ase pung kuding yan taminadana second week pi kamthengna aki masak phangaba hogi nongada mi chama kontragi matakta positive oisalakpa loina misi mina se nongada ani natraga ohum amma sibisu leptaba mayam singa sidege ekoi punna kanminadana amadi SOP phajna Manipur government na piriba guidelines singa se chatuna ekoi ngasidege poster campaign ase hodok sari loina mapam kuding makta matang sandokpo biu haiba wafam jima myang yamfamda pawgen sima se pijeri.
Proscribed outfit Kanel Yawul Kannalup KYKL observed its 27th Foundation Day today. Press release from KYKL stated that the same was observed at Central Headquarters, battalions, tactical units, civil and military units in and outside Kanel Park and other areas. KYKL Lieutenant Colonel Ingba hoisted party's flag and paid homage to revolutionary martyrs of both Kanel Park and Western Southeast Asia regions to mark the event during the celebration held at KYKL Central Headquarters. A team consisting of 500 members, including men and women, set off on a venture to the sacred Kobru shrine today. Amuko President Nando Luang flagged off the team in front of the Amuko office. Amuko and Mahoksha Kanbalup jointly organized the trip. Speaking to media, Nando Luang said the team will offer prayers at the Kobru shrine and carried out tree plantation drive to save the natural habitat of the area.
Mahoksagi khal kachilakpa masida aikoina khara makhaidu waibasu ngaknaba maruoina Manipur gi yamna unique oiba mafam oiba Kobru laifamlen miyamnadi awang Kobru supa haina khangnaiba mafam ase thajaraga Kobru gi matik magunchu hengalanba amadi tungda Kobru lai khurba lakpa mayamna mafam du chatpa matamda lamdam chi oiba uwa kaya uragadi madugi masada nungai jabam basu phaunaba hona jabani ngasi lakado mayam jigi soida ngamdnaba sem saba loire habagi hoi pau phaunaba leijare chatliba ngasi khongchat asina lamdam sida leiriba singmi tami punamak nuksi chanaba ama oherksi haiba wapulol amada chachabani Runa Maramuraga Lamdam Sideba, Tonga Prupsing Merta, misunderstanding, Tazanadaba, Nushinadaba, Thorn Bemota, Equation, Nushinaba, Yalamutu, Puzaribinetuga, Mahoksagi, Waiba, Polamsing, Mafumda, Ibidi Uwa Taraga, Environment, Pagalanba, Amadi, Lamdam Sigiweba, who charging Kobula Pamenda, Honaba Honabi Pandam, that which is 7.
Democratic Students Alliance of Manipur, DESAM, held the 74th mega blood donation camp at RIMS Hospital today. DESAM, in association with RIMS Transfusion Department, organized the event on Mahiroi Kunai Amadi Leibak Miyam Gidamakta Katokla E. Around 50 blood donors donated blood during the event. Election Commission has decided to deploy 653 companies of Central Forces for the 7th phase of Assembly election in West Bengal. 34 constituencies spread over 5 districts will go to polls in this phase tomorrow. Out of 5 districts going to the polls in the 7th phase, 3 districts that are Maldas, Murshidabad and the South Dinajpur shared border with Bangladesh. Deployment of the forces in this 3 bordering district is far more than in the other 2 districts, including that the poll panel is trying to plug infiltration attempt during the election. The move is aimed to preventing any kind of the violence during the poll and ensuring a free, fair and peaceful voting. At least 27 people were killed and 46 injured after a fire broke out in a coronavirus intensive care unit in Baghdad today as Iraq faced a growing wave of COVID-19 cases. The fire at the Bend Khatib Hospital in the Iraq capital was sparked by an accident that causes an oxygen tank to explode. Reportedly, the hospital had no fire protection system and false ceiling, hence allowed the flames to spread to highly flammable products. Head of the Iraqi Civil Defense Major General Qabhim Bohemd affirmed that the fire has been contained. He mentioned that 90 out of the total of the 120 patients and relatives have been rescued. Iraq's healthcare system, already ruined by decades of Sanctions, war and neglect has been stretched even further as a result of the coronavirus crisis. The fire triggered outrage on social media. Iraqi Prime Minister Mustafa al-Kadhimi has called for an investigation into the cause of the blast. He also declared 3 days of national mourning. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Office of the Yaifre Group of Finance, Head Office Singmairong near Eastern Motor, Imphal East, May Tara mga English Singani Kun Mathoi, Tha Amada Lupa Lising Marika Khulaga, Hauzagadauriba, Lottery cum Tender Siaw Biraga, Lupa Lak Kun Gimapu Oibiu, Lucky Draw Fauragana, Lupa Lak Amafang Bigani, Loinana, Atoba Matamda, Ezen Yankay Supamzay, Ezen Singidamak monthly income, draw timing na Nutulgipung Anini.
Welcome back after the break. You are watching Afternoon Bulletin. New COVID-19 cases are rising daily in India. Country reported 3,49,691 new COVID-19 cases in the past 24 hours. India's COVID tally stands at 1,69,60,172. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, there are 26,82,751 active cases in India, and the death toll stands at 1,92,311. with the addition of 2,767 new COVID-19 deaths. On the positive note, 2,17,113 recoveries were reported in the past 24 hours, rising the total recovered cases to 1,40,85,110. India's recovery rate has further declined to 83.05%. Maharashtra has the highest active coronavirus cases above 6,96,000. Globally, coronavirus has infected above the 14,70,91,000 people. Above 31 lakh people have died, and recoveries are above 12,47,30,000. United States of America rank highest with over 68,63,000 active cases, followed by India and Brazil. Coronavirus active cases are surging in the northeast states. Assam ranked highest with 15,454 active cases, followed by Meghalaya with 1,244 cases and Sikkim with 798. There are 727 active cases of coronavirus in Tripura, 712 in Mizoram, 705 in Manipur, 558 in Nagaland, and 550 in Arunachal Pradesh. India has become the fastest country to administer 14 crore doses of the COVID-19 vaccine in just 99 days. This includes over 92,89,000 healthcare workers who have taken the first doses and around 60 lakh healthcare workers who have taken the second dose. Over 1 crore 19 lakh frontline workers have taken the first dose, and more than 62 lakh frontline workers have taken the second dose. Union Health Ministry said that more than 24,22,000 beneficiaries were given coronavirus vaccine doses till 8 p.m. yesterday, out of which over 15 lakh beneficiaries were vaccinated for first dose and more than 8 lakh beneficiaries received a second dose of the vaccine. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has announced that the ongoing lockdown in Delhi has been extended by 1 week. Speaking via digital press conference today, he affirmed the same and mentioned that the lockdown will extend till 3rd of May in view of the surging COVID-19 cases. He also asserted that there is 36% to 37% positive rate in the city. Chief Minister also ensured to increase shortage in oxygen supply at the earliest. matches. He added that although centre has increased Delhi's oxygen quota from 480 to 490 metric tons, the requirement is 700 metric tons. It may also be mentioned that the Delhi government has started a portal for oxygen management, which will record the oxygen data from the manufacturers to hospitals every 2 hours. And in the sports, India's Amit Phangal bag won the bronze medal at the Governor's Cup International Boxing Championship. The championship is being held under the aegis of the Boxing Federation of Russia at Russia's St. Petersburg from April 18 to 25. In semi-final, after 52 kilograms of the championship, Uzbekistan's Sakho Biden Zoirov beat India's boxer Amit Phangal to enter final. Amit Phangal bagged the lone bronze medal of the country. Other boxers of the India, Sumit Sangwan, Mohammad Husamuddin, Namand Tanwar, Ashish Kumar and Vinod Tanwar lost in their first bout in the championship. Youth Affairs and Sports Department has imposed ban on all sports-related activities in the state in wake of a surging second wave of coronavirus. Sports-related activities are banned at Kumandalam Park Sports Complex at various districts under the department and the private sports complex. The initiative is taken up following the order by State Consultative Committee of State Disaster Management Authority on April 18. Press release from the department also banned entry of outsiders at Kumandalam Park Sports Complex, National Sports University, except relevant department officials. In Indian Premier League cricket, Rajasthan Royals defeated Kolkata Knight Riders by 6 wickets in Mumbai last night. Chasing a target of 134 runs, Rajasthan Royals reached 134 for 4 in 18.5 overs. The RR's keepers remained unbeaten at 42 of the 41 deliveries and helped steer his side to a win. Shivam Dubey also made a noteworthy contribution with 22 runs off 18 balls. David Miller, 24, remained unbeaten and held from the match-winning partnership with Samson. Varun Chakravarti was once again the KKR's main bowler with 2 wickets. Meanwhile, the Sivam Mavi and Prasid Krishna registered a dismissal each. Earlier, Rajasthan Royals won the toss and invited Kolkata Knight Riders to bat first. KKR wrapped up their inning at 133 for 9 in the 20 overs with the help of Rahul Tripathi, 36 of 26 balls, and Danish Karthik, 25 of 27. For Rajasthan Royals, Krish Morris took 4 wickets while Jaydev Unatkad, Chetan Sakaria and Mustafiruj Rahman took 1 wicket each. Krish Morris was declared player of the match. Today there will be 2 matches. In the first match, Chennai Super Kings will be up against Royal Challengers Bangalore in Mumbai at 3:30 p.m. The second match will be played between Sunrisers Hyderabad and Delhi Capital in Chennai at 7:30 p.m. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. Centre advises state and union territories to register additional private COVID vaccination centres in mission mode for the 3rd phase of vaccination. And India reports about 3,49,000 new COVID-19 cases and 2,767 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate drops to 83.05%. Well, thank you so much for being with us. For more news and information, please do not hesitate to follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Until then, have a great Sunday afternoon and always stay safe.
Happy